What's up everyone, this is Bass3177 here, and today I just want to do a quick video because I actually did a comparison between these two guitars on my Jazzmaster, the black Jazzmaster unboxing. But I did think about it and I'm like, okay, some people might want to know that info, but they wouldn't necessarily, look at my Jazzmaster unboxing video to find that information, Like some people want to look at that. Some people want to know the info, but they wouldn't look at my unboxing video to find that info. Like the info is hidden in the unboxing video, and my unboxing video never indicated like comparison or whatever. So nobody knows that it's there. The people who might want to know that info don't know it's there. So I decided to do a separate video. It's almost the same thing. I'm gonna be comparing these two guitars, but I'll give like additional personal thoughts and all that, to people who are like choosing between these two guitars. So at the end of the day, it's based on your personal preference. Whatever I say now might not be how you feel. I might say, oh, this feels better, that sounds better, but at the end of the day, sound and feel is very subjective to the individual. So whatever I say might not be how you feel. So you guys can just take what I say like just as a reference, or just listen for fun. But at the end of the day, you gotta pick what you want, and not based on what someone else says, because like I said, it's subject to the individual. Whatever that's good to me doesn't mean it's good to you. So yeah, I'm just gonna compare these two guitars spec wise first, just a side by side comparison. I'm not gonna do a shootout. It's not a shootout, um, because firstly I'm not good, so you guys don't want to hear me play. And even if I am good, I don't really have like a good setup for the sound to be good. And I'm using my iPhone to film, so it's gonna sound terrible anyways. But yeah, mostly because I suck. So, but yeah, let me just compare these two guitars. So firstly, the headstock. So the black Jazzmaster, I believe, comes in the 70s headstock. Someone told me during the unboxing. I was like unsure because I didn't do my homework. But someone told me the black Jazzmaster, comes in the 70s headstock. So it's cool. Fender Jazzmaster, black locking tuners. Fender Jazzmaster, same thing, black locking tuners. So both are ebony fretboard, maple neck. Same thing here, ebony fretboard, maple neck. But the American Jazzmaster is a 12 to 16 inch compound radius, whereas the Mexican one is a full 12 inch. And the American one doesn't have any inlays or binding or whatever, it's just plain. And the white one obviously has the block inlays, the binding, and it also has the lumen lace, my bad. So the dots at the side glows in the dark, which is cool, I guess. I mean, personally, I don't really play in the dark, but there's people who do, especially if you gig like at a bar or whatever, it's dark. Or if you're like Slipknot, you tour at dark stages, it's useful, I guess. Just not for me. But yeah, so the body, same thing. Both are mahogany, same shape, same size, same cut, same whatever, but not the same weight. For some reason, the black Jazzmaster feels quite a little bit heavier than the white one. I don't know why that's the case. It could be, I think someone told me, like the newer mahogany wood, it's just lighter. It's a newer type of wood. I don't know. If you do know, let me know. But yeah, I just wanted to point out that it's the same size, same contour. It's not like, oh, this part there's more cutout, there's whatever. No, it's the same size, same whatever. Everything's the same. But this is a lot more heavier. So I just wanna, okay, not a lot more heavier, but it's quite a little bit heavier. And the specs, everything else is pretty much the same on all Jim Root guitars. Single volume knob, 3-way pickup selector switch, hardtail bridge, string through body, pretty much the same on all his guitars. But now the biggest difference between these two guitars, is the pickups. So the American Black Jazzmaster comes in the EMG 8160, and the V4, the white Mexican Jazzmaster, comes in the EMG Demon Jim Root signature pickups. So I guess you could say the V4 is technically an upgrade, feature wise, to the American, because of like the block inlays, everything I just said, the binding, the new pickups. So I guess feature wise, technically this is an upgrade, but because it's made in Mexico, made in Mexico, it's a little bit cheaper than the American. So I believe if they made a guitar with like all these features in the American plan, it might have been a lot more expensive. So, I mean, it's definitely gonna be more expensive than the Mexican, but it might have been like more expensive than this guitar, the American guitar. So, I guess that's probably why they decided to do Mexican, so to keep the cost down, which is cool. But yeah, so okay, which one should you get? Again, that's subject to personal preference, but I'm just gonna give my personal thoughts. So I mean, now I have both, but initially when I first got the white one, I got the white one first. I was actually choosing between the two. So now I'm gonna put myself in the shoes of someone who's only gonna get one, and they're choosing between the two. They have a dilemma and don't know which one to get. Which is basically me when I got this. So, which one should you get? So okay, obviously this is a little bit cheaper, and this has a little bit more features, and he has a new Jim Root signature pickups. That's a little bit more expensive. Comes in, doesn't have all the fancy features, but it comes in the 8160 combo. But now it depends on what you want. So if you're someone who's gonna swap out the pickups anyway, definitely go American. It's not that much more expensive. You don't care about the Demonums or the EMG 8160. You're just gonna swap out the pickups for sure. Then definitely American, because it's only like $100 more expensive, and this is a compound radius, so this definitely feels quite a little bit more comfortable than the full 12-inch. Not saying the 12, I mean, it's still comfortable, but I do personally me prefer the compound radius. So if you're gonna just switch the pickups for sure, then I would go. I would go. I'm not gonna say you should go. My bad, because like I said, subject to personal. But I would go with the American. But if you want the Demon pickups, then I'll just go with this one, because I mean, you could buy this and then buy a separate set of the Demon pickups, which I actually did, which I put in my Jim Root Strat right here, and put it into the Jazzmaster, the American Jazzmaster. But that's gonna cost you, like, okay, this is already $100 more than this, and then you have to spend like an additional $200 something on the pickups to put on the Jazzmaster. So in total, that's gonna be like close to 400 more than the white Jazzmaster. So, like, do you really want to spend that much more? Some people don't have the budget. If you have the budget, then go ahead. But some people, they don't. So do you really want to spend like 300 to 400 more, to get the black Jazzmaster with the Demon pickups, or you could just get this for less, already stocked with the Demon pickups. So, yeah. So it's more like a pros and cons thing. This has more features. It has the new pickups, but this is American made, and this has compound radius. So it really comes down to what you prefer. What you're gonna do with the guitar. Like, obviously the last category, if you just want an 8160, then obviously just go with this one. There's no point in getting this and then buying an additional 8160 to put on this, unless you just really dig the white Jazzmaster with all these, then that's a different story. But if you don't care about the looks, and you just really don't know, you just want a good guitar, you don't know which one to get, then that's basically my thoughts. So for me personally, me, I do prefer the V4s a little bit more. That's why I picked the V4. I bought the V4s first. Yes, I do prefer the compound radius, for sure. but I just like how this looks. This is dark and menacing, and I love it. But this looks like classy and elegant, you know, and I just like the look. All the binding and the way that the block inlays look, and I do personally prefer the Demon and pickups. And like I said, this already comes stock with the Demon and pickups, so I don't have to spend like an additional $200-300, to buy and then install on this one. So yeah, I do personally prefer the white Jazzmaster, and while, like I said, the neck of this feels more comfortable, I just don't think it's $200-300 more comfortable in that sense. It's the 12 inch is still comfortable. It doesn't make me want to spend like an additional 200-300, on that one with the Demon side. When I say 200-300, just so I can get a compound radius. So that's just me. So personally, I do prefer the V4s, but in terms of comfort, obviously, this is definitely better. So yeah, that's just my personal thoughts and views on these two guitars, on various scenarios. Like if I were, like I said, if I were looking to switch both pickups, which one I would get. If I were specifically wanting this pickup, which one would I get, or whatever. So that's just my personal views. So just to summarize, if I am gonna get a Jim Root Jazzmaster, and I'm definitely gonna switch out the pickups no matter which one I get, then I'll go American. If I want a guitar with the Demon and pickups, for sure I'll get this. And then if I want 8160, then I'll get this. So people are like, okay, so basically you're just saying just get whatever that's stock. In that sense, yes, I guess. But now the last category, if I want just a Jim Root Jazzmaster, I don't care about the pickups, I don't care about the whatever, the feel. Let's just say I don't play guitar at all, I'm just a collector, I just want to get a Jim Root guitar just to display in my house. Now, which one would I get? Personally, this is a tough one because they both look so beautiful. Personally, I think I'll get the V4s. I just like the V4 a little bit more. I like both, but the V4s just have that like elegant, like simple but yet so beautiful and elegant. Like this one is dark and menacing, which is also like my taste. I love it. But this just, I don't know, this is just a little different vibe. I just love this. But again, I must note, this is a little bit of a side note because it might not be true for all guitars, it might just be mine. But when I bought these two guitars, this was almost like, obviously you gotta set it up and whatever, but out of the box it was like pretty much flawless. I don't see any flaws anywhere. But when I got this guitar, there were a few issues. The pickup selector switch was pretty loose, and then when I tried to set the guitar up, I couldn't adjust this pickup. When I tried to adjust it, the screws came out, and when I opened it up, I saw that there were like wires below blocking, and I had to move it away like manually, because you think like when you're paying that much money, you think that Fender would have moved the wires away for you already, as opposed to you needing to do it yourself. So this pickup was non-adjustable. I had to open everything up and like move the wires away before it could go back to working like how it's supposed to. And again, this could just be my guitar, but the neck isn't quite nice. It's not as finished. When I rub it like that, I feel like there's like grains of sand, a few grains of sand like around. It just feels like it's not properly done. This one is like totally smooth and totally comfortable and nice. So whether it's because it's made in because it's made in Mexico, so it's not gonna be as great quality, I don't know. I don't want to say that that's the case because again, that might just be my guitar. Someone else's might actually be perfect. I don't know. But just something to point out. So yeah, these are just my personal opinions and views. Again, this is not telling you which one you should or whatever. I'm not going to tell you what you should or should not do. This is all your own decision, subject to whatever you prefer. But this is my opinion, and I'm just letting you guys know my opinion. So when you're choosing between these two guitars, you could, sometimes it's just nice to hear someone's opinion, so you could, just listen and use it like as a guide, or just some extra knowledge or whatever. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. you know, once again, thank you guys for watching. Have a great one.